On behalf of all of us, Lois, Bob, and myself, I want to thank you and everyone at Champlain for this incredible honor. We're delighted to be the recipients of these esteemed awards. So I will tell you, graduates, I'm the last speaker before you get your diplomas, so this is good news. So it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood today, isn't it? It's a proud and exciting day for Champlain College and everyone in this auditorium. And I extend my congratulations to you, the class of 2009, as well. You've done it, you made it, you're here. So just take another deep, relaxing breath and settle in for just a few more minutes. You've been well prepared in each of your chosen fields. I know that because during my 15 years on the Champlain board, I witnessed the dedication and personal commitment to excellence that faculty and staff bring to their work. You are the recipients of a great deal of love, support, and encouragement from your families, friends, and the entire Champlain community. And you have worked hard, probably harder than you ever thought you could. You deserve this, and we are very proud of you. And to all of your parents and family members who have come from near and far, we know you have earned this day too. I'm incredibly proud to be sharing this day with you because it happens to be one of the most meaningful days of my life as well. In my wildest dreams, I never thought I would receive an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters. A college degree is something that has eluded me all of my life until this moment. Clearly, there are many different paths and ways of achieving success, some more obvious and direct than others. But I believe that each of us holds the promise of our own destiny, and each of us is ultimately in charge. About a year ago, I picked up a book entitled I Believe: The Personal Philosophies of Remarkable Men and Women. It features 80 individuals, from the famous to the unknown, each writing an essay in response to the thought, "This I believe." The stories range from the profound to the absolutely irreverent and hilarious. I was so touched by these stories that I decided to challenge myself and reflect on what I believe in. Exploring one's own beliefs can be a rich exercise. For me, the best part is that there is no right or wrong. Our beliefs don't have to live up to any body of evidence other than our own life experience. And we all have beliefs, whether we've explored them or not. When I say I believe in something, it's an expression of my truth, not anyone else's. It's something that has value to me. I'm going to share one of my beliefs with you today, one that has greatly impacted my life. I believe in the power of our thoughts and that we can become our thoughts. And I'd like to begin by reading something written by Mr. Frank Outlaw. Watch your thoughts. They become words. Watch your words. They become actions. Watch your actions. They become habits. Watch your habits. They become character. Watch your character. It becomes your destiny. As a child, I was one of those kids who loved school so much that I'd cry if I had to miss a day. I loved everything about school, except gym class, of course. I followed the rules and worked hard. I believed everything my teachers said and did everything they asked. I was what one would call an earnest learner, including being a member of the National Junior Honor Society. My parents encouraged and supported all of our school achievements and modeled a lifetime love of reading for my 4 siblings and me. When I began high school, I signed up for all college preparatory courses. I just assumed I was going to college. At the start of the year, my guidance counselor called me into her office to discuss the classes I had chosen. She told me, "You cannot go to college. Look at your family situation. You need to sign up for a clerical or secretarial program, get a job, and help your family. I was shocked. I felt a deep sense of shame and embarrassment. It seemed as though I had stepped into the wrong line and needed to get into the right one where I belonged. So I did. I signed up for the secretarial program. In the late 50s, we were living in a very poor neighborhood in Burlington. My parents were wonderful and hardworking, but they were in a constant struggle to keep from being evicted and to put food on the table for 5 children. So I never told them about my conversation with my guidance counselor. Now, the good news is that I did really well in the secretarial program and landed some very interesting jobs. At age 16, one of my after-school jobs was crunching numbers and typing financial statements for a small accounting firm. And when I graduated from high school, I was already working as a medical secretary in an orthopedic practice and eventually went on to manage that practice. Soon after high school, I began night school and continued intermittently for 10 years, taking one course a semester as I could afford it. But I was always telling myself that I wasn't seeking a degree. I just wanted to learn things like philosophy, computer programming, accounting, economics, literature. But I now believe that I went to school at night through the back door of the university so that no one would recognize I wasn't supposed to be there. I had been playing a message in my mind that came out of that conversation with my guidance counselor. When she told me you can't go to college, what I heard was, people like you can't go to college. And somewhere along the line, it simply turned into, that's the way life is for people like you. The needle got stuck on that record and played over and over again until it became so familiar it was my song. That kind of subliminal, repetitive message or way of thinking became a coping mechanism that gave me permission to accept less than I deserved, like never achieving a college degree. Too often, I just gave in to life situations instead of challenging them. My guidance counselor had lowered her expectations of me because of my address, and I had accepted her view of who I was. But this is not a sad story or a story of regrets. I have lived a blessed and privileged life. It's a story of personal exploration, reflection, and discovery. Until I began to consciously explore my own beliefs, I had no idea how much my thoughts had influenced my life. I encourage all of you to explore your own beliefs. And students, I know in your studies, you've already been exploring new and innovative ways of doing business in today's global world. You've been making discoveries on the cutting edge of technology. And in your collaborative projects, you've reflected on the best ways to achieve excellence in your fields. So what else could you possibly need in order to be successful in your lives? Well, for sure, we older folks would say that we have the wisdom and judgment that only a longer life can bring, but that's not fair. And it's impossible to put a 50 or 60-year-old head on a college graduate's shoulders, and you wouldn't like it anyway. And it might well be tainted by too many years of negative thoughts. But you have some very clear advantages. You have the energy and fresh perspective that is unique to every college graduate, and you have just received the best education that money can buy. And what's most important is you have the opportunity to look forward in your exploration of self, not back. You don't have to wait until later in life to discover your own truths. In fact, this is the ideal time to ask yourselves what you believe in, what it is you value the most. For us to know our own beliefs and values on a conscious level is to have a much richer relationship with ourselves. It gives us the power to reframe our thoughts and more fully shape our own destinies, and ultimately to live in a way that honors what we believe in. So, knowing that you have your own beliefs, truths, and values, I challenge you to power them up by finishing the thought, This I believe. Have a wonderful life.